A few weeks ago, I harvested a ton of garlic, and usually what I do is put up a couple of sawhorses and some old window screens and maybe even a couple of boards if I need more space, and I will spread them out underneath this covered patio to keep them out of the direct sun while they dry. With garlic, it is important that you cure it for at least a couple of weeks until all the moisture is gone, and then you can trim up the remaining leaves and the roots, and you can take it inside to store it for months. But before you do that, you've got to dry it out and cure it to get all of that moisture out. But in the last few years, it's gotten kind of annoying that I'm taking up all the space for the area that we like to sit and hang out by putting out tables of garlic for several weeks at a time. So TJ built me a really cool little thing so that I can get the garlic up off the ground, not take up all of our living space, but still keep it safe from critters and from direct sun so that it can dry safely. And this is something that is really inexpensive that you can build yourself. We just did it with a few spare parts that we had laying around from our espalier tree project that we did a few years ago. Sometimes being a pack rat and keeping things around definitely pays, and this is one of those times. So first I'm going to gather some supplies. I'm going to show you how I trim up my garlic and then how I hang it up and what this new little invention looks like. Let's go. The first thing that I'm going to do is just trim off some of the tops because they don't need to be this long. I can still feel a bit of moisture here in the neck of the garlic, so I'll probably take it off to about right here. I would say about 8 to 10 inches here, which gives me enough room to wrap the twine around and bundle it so that I can hang it up. The other thing that I'm going to do is just make sure any loose soil is cleaned off of this, and then I'm going to trim the roots. Not too much, but just a little bit. I trim the roots to just about an inch or so. You don't want to damage the root plate or where the root meets the garlic bulb because that will negatively impact how long it will store. So now I'll flip it around and I am just going to trim like this. I've got my little bucket right here in hopes that I don't trash my patio too much. So there you go. That is what it looks like. I've got another one right here. So I'm just gonna bundle until I have a group of 10 to 12, and then I'll wrap the twine around and hang it up. Just look at the size of this garlic bulb. It is just about the size of my palm, and I am really pleased with how these garlics turned out this year. I had mostly good sized garlic. It's normal to get some that are a little bit puny, but for the most part they were all really nicely sized bulbs. So super happy about it. Once you get your garlic cleaned and cut to the right length, you just take your twine. You could braid it or do anything fancy that you want to do. I am keeping it simple. I just want to get it up off the ground where it can finish curing out of my way. So I am just doing a quick double knot like this, cutting it off. So now I can hang this bundle of garlic with the string on a metal hook that I have up above. Before I hang this up, I wanted to show you that I add this little tag here. That way each row is just one variety, and as I take that row down after it's finished curing, I can weigh it and keep track of which variety is most productive, and those varieties are the ones that I'll plant next year. All right, so I have my bundle here, and I've got my little string. So I've got just a little S hook like this, and I'm gonna hook it around one end, right around the twine, like that. And then that is going to hold it while it hangs on the wire. Let's hang it up. Just like that. This is a really tiny example, a tiny little bulb. I'll probably just use it right away. But when I trim it, you see how it's got that green still on the inside of the stem. And when you look at all of this leaf material, it is completely dry. This is just a great example of how it takes a while for the neck of the garlic to dry. And did I mention that it is 108 degrees out here and I am about to die? I'm gonna finish hanging up the rest of these bundles. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished, but for now I am going to sign off so that I can hurry up and go inside and cool off. I hope that you all are staying cool wherever you are. I know there are so many different areas that are having heat waves right now. I'm Kara from So Arizona. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy gardening.